tuned in on this day. We give praise for another day that He has given us. This is the fourth Sunday in June, last Sunday in June. We give God praise for allowing us to see one more day. Let us pray. Oh Lord, we thank you. We give you praise, honor, and glory for health, strength, and just the ability to be here one more time. We ask, Lord, that we come before you on this day. Guide us as we go through this service. Give us eyes to see, ears to hear, and hearts to receive. Oh Lord, continue to lift up this nation to you. Lift up those, this church to you. Lift up every church that's open in your name. And Lord, we'll be careful to give you praise, honor, and glory. These are all blessings we believe, receive, and ask in Jesus' name. However, you will say, Amen.
Amen.
Again, we thank everyone for tuning in on this day. Before we get started with our Sunday school review, we have some few announcements. Some of y'all may know, or a lot of y'all do. Sister Claudette Ingram, sister of David Lewis, and aunt of our own Sharon Lewis Brown, who passed away on yesterday. Continue to keep those families in your prayers. if you did not know, registration for the census has been extended to October of this year. It is very important. You may think it's nothing, it doesn't mean, but really that affects federal dollars that come to this state. If the census numbers go down, some needed money may not come this way. So we ask you, if you have not done so, go online. It does not take that long. Go online, and fill out the census if you have not done so yet. Also, if you go online and you don't want to do it online, I think you can call a number and talk to someone that'll do it that way as well. If you're not registered to vote, please do so. Whether you believe it or not, your vote does matter. Okay, your vote does matter. So if you're not doing so, we still encourage everyone to go out and vote. We're still in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. If you've not been paying attention to the news and been listening to the news, the cases are starting to go up. We ask you to continue when you go out in the open, continue to wear your face mask, continue to wash your hands. Every time you think about it, wash your hands. That way you don't have to think about it. If dump comes across, wash your hands. Every time you think about it, wash your hands. And it says you should wash your hands for at least 20 seconds every time you do it. And maintain your social distancing if at all possible. Going back to voting and registering to vote, if you need to do an absentee vote, here is the number you need to call. I'll repeat it a couple of times. 205-325-5313. Again, it's for absentee voting, it's 205-325-5313. Last time, 205-325-5313. If you missed it this time, we'll say it again at the end of the lesson on today, and we'll try to remember to do it again on the next Sunday as well. Again, as far as church school, we're still in the book of Proverbs for the month of June. We're in the book of Proverbs. We're in Proverbs chapter 9 on this day. We ask you to pay attention and lift up Brother Ken Davis in prayer as he comes to give us the Sunday School review on Proverbs chapter 9. Pray for him.
A new song of worship for those who love the presence of the Lord. It said, in his presence there's fullness of joy. In his right hand he has pleasures for you. Let me sing it for you real quick. It says, oh, how good it is to be in the presence of the Lord. My soul rejoices, being in the presence of the King. So refreshing, such a blessing. There's no place I'd rather be than in the presence of the King. Anybody like to be in his presence? Let me sing it again. Oh, how good it is to be in the presence of the Lord. My soul rejoices, being in the presence of the King. So refreshing, such a blessing. No place I'd rather be than in the presence of the King. Come on, everybody, sing it together. Oh, how good. Oh, how good. Yes, it is. To be in the presence of the Lord. My soul rejoices. Anybody can rejoice in the Lord? In the presence of the King. It's so refreshing. And for me, it's such a blessing. So refreshing. There's no place I'd rather be than in the presence of the King. Hallelujah. Now, I know like this one. I'm going to sing this all for the world. Let me teach it to you. Makes me want to sing. Makes me want to shout. Makes me want to holler. Makes me want to sing. Makes me want to shout. Makes me want to holler. It is. Good morning.
Good morning.
Today's lesson, Feast with Wisdom, is found in Proverbs 9th chapter. In this life, we make numerous decisions every day. One author I read stated that on a daily basis, we make on average 75 decisions per day. They can vary from what will I eat this morning for breakfast to what route I'll take home from work today. Most of our decisions have no moral implications. In other words, it doesn't affect anyone else or even ourselves in a significant manner. But what about those decisions that are important? The ones that do have moral implications. The moral ones that we are faced with. The ones that do matter. Say you are a businessman, and this one I was faced with personally just a couple of months ago. If you were a businessman and you said, should I lie to this customer, Mr. Davis, and get the sale, or should I be honest with the customer and glorify God, even though I might lose this sale? Should I cheat on my taxes and owe a little less to Uncle Sam? After all, they take a lot of our money to begin with. Or should I be honest and have a clear conscience before others and the Lord? Should I let my child get involved in another activity on Sunday morning that will take up that meaningful time of worship? Or do I tell my child no, because I want to teach my child the importance of putting God first in all that you do? And one that we see daily, should I post this inappropriate message on social media? Or should I refrain from posting it because it might damage my Christian witness? When you take these kinds of choices, they are going to determine the kind of life you are going to live. And maybe even where you will be spending eternity. In today's lesson, you will find a clear message. And that is that your destiny is determined by your decisions. My study revealed that Proverbs chapter 9 is a study in the importance of making good choices. The importance of making wise decisions in life. And remember, when we are reading through Proverbs, we are reading the wise teachings of a father, showing his son what it means to live with skill in godly living and to pursue wisdom in all areas of life. In Proverbs chapter 9, we have this portrait of two women competing for the attention and affection of the son. One woman named Wisdom and another named Folly. Folly, for those that are unfamiliar with the word, means a lack of good sense or foolishness. Picture in your mind the portrait of a son walking down the road, and on opposite sides of the road are two different houses. One house belongs to the elegant lady, Wisdom. The other house belongs to the seductive madam, Folly. And both of them are extending an invitation for the son and all of us to join. They are each offering an invitation to join them at their house, to feast on the food that they are preparing. Lady Wisdom can be found in the first 6 verses of today's lesson, and she will be contrasted with Madam Folly, who will be found in 13 through 18. As we start to read about Lady Wisdom and her banquet in these first 6 verses, we will see that accepting the invitation of wisdom leads to a life of satisfaction. Wisdom promises a fulfilling life. And this is what we see in the first 2 verses. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 1. Wisdom has built her house. She has set up its 7 pillars. Now, women don't normally build houses, but as we will see, this is no ordinary woman that Solomon is talking about. Lady Wisdom has built an inviting and spacious house, a house supported by 7 pillars. In ancient times, a house with pillars was owned by someone of wealth, someone of much affluence. Some archaeologists have suggested that a wealthy person's house would have 3 pillars. Here we see that Lady Wisdom's house has 7, so it would have been more like a palace. 7, of course, in Scripture is a number representing completeness or perfection. This means that Lady Wisdom is very wealthy and that she lacks no resources, that there is nothing that her guests will want for. Not only that, but her house is so large that she can invite in whomever she wants and that there is room for everybody. Nobody will be turned away. And in the next verse, we learn about the luxurious menu that she has created and put together for her guests. Lady Wisdom has personally gone into the slaughterhouse and likely taken the best cuts of meat for this feast, and then taken the finest of her wines and mixed them with spices to make it taste even better. And then she has set her table. This is teaching us that what wisdom has to offer us is marvelous. That wisdom promises us a fulfilling and an abundant life. What are some of the benefits of wisdom? If you were to read through the pages of Proverbs, here's a small list of some of the benefits of wisdom. In Proverbs chapter 2, wisdom helps you to perceive what is right and good and fair. It prevents you from engaging in self-destructive behavior. In Proverbs chapter 3, wisdom brings peace of mind. It enables you to remain calm and confident in the midst of chaos. In chapter 8, wisdom helps you to exercise caution and hold back when necessary. Chapter 11, it helps you to get along with others. Chapter 13, it positions you to be humble and teachable, aids you in finding favor in the workplace. It helps you to pacify another person's anger. It is clear what Lady Wisdom offers is absolutely marvelous. Wisdom offers a satisfying life, a fulfilling life. But not only does wisdom offer a fulfilling life in the here and now, but wisdom produces everlasting life. Lady Wisdom now has her table set. Her banquet is prepared. She now sends out her messengers to tell everyone to come and eat and drink and feast with her. The invitation that Lady Wisdom offers is to those who are simple or ignorant, those who haven't yet made a decision on which banquet they will attend. What is required of those who want to attend her feast? Nothing. All they need to do is enter into Lady Wisdom's house. There's no cover charge. There's no dress code. The only qualification to enter is one's own deficiency. This is an invitation of grace. Anyone can join the party. You don't need to get your act together. Enter just as you are. You can eat and drink freely of her content. Accepting the invitation means that you're forsaking all of your simple ways. It means that you won't just go along with the crowd and allow yourself to be led by the simple or the foolish. You will enter the banquet that ends in everlasting life. What Lady Wisdom is really telling us in these first 6 verses is everybody turn away from your foolishness. In verses 13 through 18, acceptance leads to a life of sorrow. Folly promises an empty life. Madam Folly is a shameless woman. She's seductive, deceptive, and ignorant. She lacks any moral knowledge whatsoever. She's loud but filled with hot air. Folly spends no time building her house, nor does she prepare a meal for her guests. Folly provides a distraction for wisdom's call. She tries to lure people away from the course that they are on. Folly words her invitation in a manner similar to wisdom. She calls out to the same naive population
that wisdom seeks, but there's a distinct difference between the two. Folly has nothing on her own to offer. There's no sense of shame or remorse in how folly has acquired what she is offering. There's even a sense of perverse pride. Hebrews 11:25 describes the pleasures of sin as fleeting. They do not endure. What folly has made to sound so enjoyable and so satisfying leads to a dead end. The focus of the warning in verse 18 tells us that heeding folly's invitation is a sure path to ruin. The clear contrast is found in wisdom's appeal, which promises a long life. A life filled with wisdom, even one tragically cut short, is a good one. Since true wisdom begins with the fear of God, any such life, whether long or short, is the path to everlasting life with the Lord. Despite the many who advocate that there are many paths to life, the scriptures still offer the only possibility. Jesus is the only way to life. John 14:6. Every other path leads to death. Two houses stand, but one will fall. It is up to each individual to decide which house to enter, which meal to eat, and which invitation to accept. Choose wisely. Amen.